The man pushed a television worth $30,000 off the balcony from the 40th floor. Instead of feeling regret, his face was filled with anticipation. He desperately hoped someone would discover him. The man had been trapped in the 40-story building for 5 full days. A few days earlier, when he came to inspect his new apartment, the door mysteriously locked itself from the inside. In panic, he rammed the door with his shoulder, but it remained unmoved. He then found pliers in the room and tried to pry open the lock, but after working at it for a long time, he only left a few scratches on the door. In fury, he began pounding on the door frantically until his knuckles bled, yet the lock remained intact. When he tried to call for help, he discovered there was no signal at all. In despair, Shuya smashed his phone against the wall. By the second day, Shuya was severely dehydrated. He searched the kitchen and found that all the water had been consumed. To survive, he resorted to drinking his own urine, but the taste was so revolting that he vomited it all up shortly after. Just when he felt hopeless, he noticed workers across the way. Shuya waved his arms desperately for help. Due to the distance, the workers paid him no attention whatsoever. He found cardboard and wrote a distress message with toothpaste, then threw it from the balcony. Unfortunately, the cardboard landed on a rooftop where no one would see it. He wrote another message and threw it toward a crowded area, but it landed on another deserted rooftop. With the toothpaste exhausted, he had no choice but to reopen his wounds and write a message in his own blood. This time, the cardboard finally landed where people could see it. A woman spotted the distress message and anxiously came to the building, but the security guard insisted that no one had ever entered. The woman suspiciously went up to the second floor but was frightened by the eerie environment. Considering her safety, she dropped the cardboard and left. Shuya watched the woman's departing figure. He shouted desperately, but after 2 days without water, his voice was already hoarse and he couldn't make a sound. Now he was truly in despair. By the third day, he improvised a light to attract attention, but the building was too high for anyone to notice. He tore his clothes into strips, tied them to the security bars, and set them on fire. He even burned the mattress he had bought for $20,000. Watching the flames blazing on the balcony, he danced with joy. The next second, the fire grew larger and began spreading into the room. Shuya quickly took off his clothes to beat down the flames, struggling all night before extinguishing the fire. The luxury apartment was burned to ruins, and he was severely dehydrated. Just when he could barely hold on, it suddenly began pouring rain outside. Shuya was ecstatic. He cupped the rainwater with his hands and drank it eagerly. He dismantled the toilet tank, brought out pots and pans, and even took apart the refrigerator to collect water. Watching the rainwater continuously flowing in, he regained hope of survival. But the good times didn't last long. By the next day, the rainwater had gone bad and was undrinkable. At this point, he noticed that the 30th floor had no security bars. If he could climb down there, he would be saved. He used metal pieces to frantically saw at the security bars, but after working most of the day, he had only made slight scratches. He put on his new shoes and walked to the balcony. He kicked the railing hard and it broke. Without hesitation, he crawled through and carefully began climbing down.